Hey guys, Kev here, and I have an unboxing to do for you. So I have I have like 4 things, but a few of them are just Amazon packages. I'm trying to figure out what they are, so let us find out. Okay, so these are, I believe, titanium toothpicks, and talk about that in a second. Just see what this other one is. Oh, you know what this one is? I bet you. My little cable stands. Yeah. All right. So I ordered these little guys to put on my desk because I keep having this problem where I unplug my MacBook or whatever and the cable just falls off the desk, and then I gotta crawl down and get it. So these are little adhesive guys. I'm sure you've seen these before. 3M, so it should come off with heat. I have a glass desk anyway, but I might put it on. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anyway, you just mount this onto whatever, and then your cord will just pop right into it, so you can keep your cord in place on your desk or wherever, on the side of something, however you want to do it, and it won't slide off. So these are super handy. I've had them before. I tried to find ones that were suction cup because I have a glass desk. But I couldn't find it, so I went with adhesive. They were like $3, I think, for 6 of these. So you can get them in different colors. I went with black so they blend in. I'll link it down below if you guys are interested. I'm sure most of you have heard of this stuff before. Also, let me know if you guys are interested at all in tech stuff, because I did a couple of power bank videos. I have a bunch of these cables I've bought that I've tried, like different... not adapters, but they have like multi-use cables. They're really good, and I love the brand Rolling Square, and I would like to do a video on all of them because I have a bunch of sizes and stuff. So just be curious. Anyway, so I did a video on keychain pens, and then I did a video on titanium pill containers, little ones for your pocket. And I thought I would do another one on titanium toothpicks. So basically what I do is I go on Amazon, I buy a few things, and then I do a video comparing them. I test them, and then I do a video about it. And most of these things are stuff that I've carried, but I'm just trying different versions, So with the titanium pill container video, I actually ended up starting, this is my now full-time one. That sounded weird. This is the one I carry all the time now. It's just so cool. It's like a mini, propane tank, and it's just got a really cool design. So I'm really glad I picked this one up. It was the most expensive one. It was like $30, but you can get ones for like $8. It's all linked in that video. But so I'm also learning stuff, like the pen that I now carry on my keys is the TEC Accessories Pico pen, by far my favorite out of the group I tried. So I thought this might be similar. And it sounds dumb, right? Titanium toothpick. Well, my dad, I gave him one, and because was it Axial Gear gave me one, and I carried it for a while, and then I got another one at a show. I just bought this titanium one off a table, and I loved it. So I gave my dad the other one, and he loves this thing. He uses it all the time. And so it gave me the idea to kind of do this video, and I thought you guys might be interested. So I bought a few. I bought these 2, and then I have one on my keys. I think that's all I have. I might have bought one other one, but we'll check. I think I used this one as the... Let's just see what we have anyway. I bought one that slides, I think. Yeah. Okay, so this is the one that slides, and then this is the one that doesn't, and then I have one of my keys that'll fill in as well. So we'll talk about it in the video. This is just a brief little overview. This is the one from Daily Carry Co. They're the ones who did that mag blade, kind of like Balisong magnet thing that I didn't like at all. This was $30, so I really took a bullet here for you guys. No, for the channel, basically. I just wanted to see, is it worth $30 compared to the one I've carried for 6 months now was $10, and this one was like 15, I think, because it has this bolt action thing to it, and we'll talk about that. But anyway, it comes in this case, just a little case, and it is very little. So I got to give them that. It's smaller than anything I've seen. By far, this is the smallest. Well, the one on my keys is probably like this long. And then it unscrews right here. There is a little O-ring there, which is nice. And then you flip it over this way. And you screw it back down. And there you go. And now you have your titanium toothpick. It's almost a little too small. Mine is like this long. So I can get like a good grip on it if I need to get in somewhere. And I'll talk about it in the video, but these are good for other purposes than just cleaning your teeth. I use them for random shit. I mean, you can use it as a little fork. You know, if you all of a sudden needed to get like a cherry out of something, like let's say you go to Chick-fil-A. I've done this. Let's say you go to Chick-fil-A and you get a smoothie, right? Or a milkshake, sorry. And you're trying to get that little maraschino cherry out of that bitch. Well, you can use your titanium toothpick, bop that, and get it out. You can use it to pop SIM cards out of your phone. Like, there's a lot of good purposes for this. This is got an interesting finish. It's like a heavy bead blast almost to the titanium. Comes to a nice little point. I like the size. I mean, it's very small and light, which is what you want. You want this to disappear on your keys, right? I will say, I think it would look cooler maybe if it had a little end thing here. Instead of just... you know, I don't know, $30, you know, I'm just trying to figure out what the $30 is for here. So we'll compare it to the one that I own. Well, I own this, but you get what I'm saying. To the one that I carry. Good package, though. I mean, they're going after hipsters here with the $30. The world's finest ultra-minimal concealable toothpick. Made from 100% grade 5 titanium. I bet you it's made in China, too. And then they sell it for $30. All right. This one, QC Passed, is interesting. Shout out to, well, I saw the Instagram post, but shout out to Knife Ninja EDC, my buddy Ev. He kind of pointed one of these out in a group chat I'm in. And this one is bolt action. So basically, it has a spring in there. You push it forward and slot it over like this. And it'll retract like that. So what you get is a super long, I mean, almost an ice pick, right? So there's a big difference, right? The other one was only like, the whole thing was like this long, you know? This one, you get a longer, obviously, thing hanging off your keys. It's kind of pen size, honestly. It's also titanium. You know, you can pull on it a little bit. But if you were pushing, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. No, it's not going anywhere. Yeah. So this one was like 15 or 17 bucks. They had other ones that retracted like this that were cheaper. I think it was like $8. They have some that are like, you get a pack of 6 for $5. Like, there's plenty of options. I just wanted to try, you know, a couple different ones. So this one's actually pretty good. So it slides up. And this one, you know, it's probably the same uses, but you do get a little more grip. So, like, this is something you can get under your nails, right? You could scrape under your nails with this. SIM cards. You might be able to pop splinters with it. There's a lot of things you could do with this. So, just, you know, keep that in mind when you say, when you're sitting there going like, dude, this is so dumb. Because I agree, it's pretty dumb. But I thought it was worth the video. So, there you go. Sand 3, this one's made in China. And then this one, I believe, is also made in China. But video coming on toothpicks. All right. Next up, we have a package from 3DC Printings. And I'm putting together a video on 3D printed fidgets. I have a few more coming. So every time I'm ready to do the video, another company or one of the companies reaches out and says they have more stuff to send, and I really want to showcase, you know, everything I can in this video that I'm planning. So I'm gonna wait, you know. So a bunch of this stuff is gonna be given away, obviously, but my buddy Jim over at 3DC Printings sent this stuff over. So let's check it out. He did say some of it was in Ultem. So this is like Ultem filament 3D printing Ultim filament. How cool is that? So you have your sort of standard sliders, and I'm sorry I don't know the names exactly off the top of my head, but this is very similar to what we saw from Cladis 3D Studios, where you can kind of play with it on here. This one you can actually play with on here. On the other one you couldn't. But it's meant, I believe, to come off like this. And then now you just have a little slider like this. Very thin. But, I mean, the action here is so good. Gonna be honest. Compared to the other ones I've tried recently, these are just spot on. Like, the slide motion is so crisp. The magnets are placed right. I mean, listen to the clicks. Just, yeah. They got their stuff tuned in. I think they've been at it the longest as well, so it makes sense. But yeah, this is really nice. So that's that one, and then it pops onto here like this, and you can, like I said, you can kind of keep it on the keychain type thing, and you can do different, you know, whatever you want, and then you could hang this off of something or whatever, right? So we have that one, which is really cool. I'm really actually liking the Ultim stuff on this. I'm going to save this for last because these are his new design. And this is just sort of I believe it's called the Frag slider or something like that. It's just a, you know, just a slider. But again, really crisp. I don't know if the Ultim plays a part, but this feels, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Jim can leave a comment down below if he wants, but it's almost like they've either gotten way better at this or maybe this material just works really well with 3D printing. I don't know. But this is fantastic. Holy cow. I mean, look how crisp that just like flips. Really digging that. Then we have the keychain. This is probably my favorite 3D printed slider ever. And it's literally just this. You just go up and down. I just love it so much. My wife stole mine, so I don't think I have one right now. I don't think so. So I'll probably keep one of these. Just enjoy. I don't know what it is. And they definitely dialed the magnets up since I've tried this. So that's awesome. Got a blue one here. And then we have this one. I feel like they redesigned this a little bit. Like they made it wider and maybe shorter. I wouldn't mind one more click, but I don't know. And then this one has an extra piece in there. So you can take this out if you want. Or I could just use this piece. If I just want the circular piece in there, or I can just use this piece. So you got, you know, options. You can stack them, I guess. Not really. So there you go. Those are the keychains. Really like those. By the way, this is all available on their store. It's linked down below. It's in the description of every video, actually. It's 3dcprintings.com, I think. And you can use my code LEFTY20 and you'll get 20% off of anything on their store. So 20% off of already a good price. Like these are like around 10 bucks. So $8 for this. It's worth trying if you're thinking about fidgets. Now, let's check out this. This is the Atom. This is their new product. And obviously it's shaped kind of Atom-like. And I guess it has this piece that you can click around. Whoa. What? So you can click. I get it. So this guy can go back and forth here. Right? Whoops. On here. Then you can also rotate it. Use it as a button almost. The little guy. Right? Then you could just go up and down with this. I mean, you can go in any direction you want with it, really. Slide this up, over. That's cool. And then you can also place this off. And then use it kind of like a puzzle piece, although I'm struggling not to knock it over. Definitely better when it's in there like that. Yeah, these kind of puzzle type ones are not really my style, to be honest. But I've heard this one's, he said this one's been really popular. So if you guys are into it, definitely check it out. They have another one called the lunch tray that's very similar. It's almost kind of like a redesigned one of those. And here's the Ultim version, which is cool. Yeah, this Ultim stuff looks good. Normally, I don't like Ultim at all. But it does look good. So, same concept here. Yeah, interesting piece. The Atom, definitely not for me. But like I said, it's been very popular for them, so I think I'm in the minority. And that happens a lot with fidgets. A lot of people like the multifunctional type stuff, and I'm a simple guy. Up, down. You know, I just want to go up and down. Really enjoy these. Love the keychain. And I see the appeal here, just not my style. So, big thank you to Jim for sending these out. 3dcprintings.com. It's linked down below, so definitely check it out. Lefty 20, LeftyEDC 20, I think, or Lefty 20. It's in the description. Just go down there. Anyway, I got one more thing here. Got all these. I got a drawer now full of 3D printed fidgets for this video coming up. So stay tuned, guys. I'm going to have like at least 20 sliders and stuff. All right. The last one is from my buddy Brock. He is a channel viewer. He is a buddy. And he also buys a lot of stuff off me. Whenever I'm like looking to sell stuff, he's always ready to buy, which is great. So anyway, he sent me a care package. So basically he said, you don't have to send any of this stuff back. So I guess he's giving me this stuff. Don't know what's in here. I know one of them is a pen. That's what we talked about. And then he said he threw in some other things he really likes. So I think that's everything. He must have put the pen in that CJRB box. Or pouch. So let's check these out first. So this is from Night Eyes, and it's a carabiner of oh, it's a magnetic carabiner. That's cool. Quick release or locking collar. Oh, okay. Definitely cool. It's freaking huge though. Like, isn't that kind of big to have on your keys? But maybe for some other purpose. Let me see if I can get it out, and then we can talk about it. Jeez. All right. What am I missing here? What am I missing? Jeez, come on. There we go. All right. Only took 45 minutes. So, I'm guessing this... No, doesn't come apart. Looked like it had a lock on it too, right? So, see if I can solve it. There you go. So, you just unscrew that. And then, there you go. So, there's two magnets. One on each side. And a collar. Okay, so you obviously have these on two separate things, and then zoink, and you can just leave it like that if you want to just have quick, easy access, or you can lock it down with this guy. Now she's snug as a bug on a rug, and I can't get her apart like that, and then say I want to get it off, unscrew this bad boy, pop, and there you go. So that's cool. You have a carabiner type deal right here. So you have a gate. Damn, that's stiff. No way is that supposed to be that stiff. Was I? Oh, there's a rubber band. I'm like, holy shit, that was stiff. There you go. So you can even lock that by popping this down. So you got a lot of security here on this. If there's something you just don't want to get apart, which is interesting to me. Does this come off too easy? It's interesting to me, right? Like, they make something that's almost impossible to rip apart, triple lock it or whatever, and then it's also something you want easy access to? Like, I don't know. Interesting. But this is cool. Not sure where I would use it, but it's always good to just have stuff that could come in handy one day, you know? So, there's that. Cool. Thank you, dude. And then we have this. Oops. Which is... Oh, it looks like kind of like what I carry my keys on. Yeah, it's like a titanium. It goes around your belt, basically. You pop it on your belt. And it's very similar to the cash clip I use. This one's from FEGV. T-Sor keychain clip. Oh, T-Sor is that brand that made some of the little capsules, the medicine capsules. So you put this ring on, obviously, and then you can use this to, you know, you just hook it on your belt like this or on a bag or whatever, and it doesn't come off. I use the cash clip that I have, so let's see how easy it is to pass something. Yeah, so it just pops over. So very similar in nature to what I already use. That's awesome. Very cool. I love the minimal carabiners because, man, having a big old like this on your keys is just too much for me. Like, I try to keep it minimal. So when it's not on my belt, it's easy to access, you know? Awesome. Thank you, dude. So then we have this. This is kind of a hybrid for me. It's like a middle ground between the newer smooth precision pens that I really love. So I just got this one in black camo, breaking in nicely. I had a little trouble with the refill at first, but pretty sure it was the fact that this is Cerakoted. So this has to wear in. You can see it's all marked up here. That's just kind of how it wears in as you use it. And I'm sure this has some marks there. He said he's barely used it, so we'll see. This feels thicker somehow. I'm sure it's not. Let's see. Oh, is this a full size? Ah, that's why it felt different. Okay, so this is a full size one. I've never had a full size. Does not feel that much bigger, honestly. Feels fine. It's a good size. Does it take Parker refills? This is this a G2? So let's just see. I had trouble getting the ink in this thing, so we'll see if I have trouble again, but shouldn't be a problem. It's probably going to be too... Oops. Probably going to be too small, right? I might need to use this spring. Let's just see what happens. Yeah, it's not even going to be able to... So it doesn't take Parker's. I should have asked him ahead of time because there's almost nothing I can do with... I mean, personally, I just don't like this size. So, we'll see. I might know somebody who likes it, though. Very smooth, as usual. Good spring in there. Dude, I totally miss the old versions. That's the one thing I don't like about these new versions is they don't have the plunger. They got rid of the plunger for some reason. It had to have been a manufacturing reason, like it's easier, is my theory on it still. Because was there anybody out there who hated the plunger? Like, I get it, the plunger didn't work, so maybe that bothered people. Let's see if it works fine. Yeah, it just had to break in. But, like, you can see here, the plunger pops in, pops out. But if you use it like this, it doesn't work, obviously, because you have to get the bolt over. But it serves a purpose, right? It makes it so that you don't have this cap on here. Like, so even if you got, like, they got rid of the plunger, but it's still the same length as it was with the plunger. They just put a cap here. So it's hard to explain, but, like, I don't know. I just prefer the plunger. I think it looks way better having that little plunger at the top than having just this little T8 up here. Especially if it's going to end up being the same length. Like, this is a full size, but this milling is really cool. So this is titanium with a stonewash. Their stonewash is just crazy. I've never seen anybody else do a stonewash that's this heavy and, like, uniform. You know? But cool pen. And really cool milling. It's got like this honeycomb milling. So here's the one I have that's, try to show you. This one's got the dragon scale. This one's a newer one. So again, it's before the rebrand. Same pen design though, right? They just did an update to it. But you can see that has an Urban Survival Gear logo. And this is a Smooth Precision pen. But it's the same brand and everything. They just changed names. But you can see the milling there is very cool on both. I went with polished over here, but you could get this one with the stonewash on everything. I do wish they had done the cap and the clip as polished as well and not stonewashed, but there must be a reason for that. This one's super buttery smooth. I do have a Zerk one coming in Dragon Scale, which is cool. But yeah, so dope. Let me know what you guys think down below. I got a bunch of stuff here. Toothpicks, pens, just random stuff, guys. So, and sliders. So, shout out to Brock. Thank you so much, dude. Really appreciate it. I hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.